and also introduces some wonderful new characters and ideas in Alice Through the Looking Glass. Mia Wasikowska returns as Alice alongside Johnny Depp, new Disney legend, as the Mad Hatter, Helena Bonham Carter as the Red Queen, and Anne Hathaway as the White Queen. And this time, we meet the character of Time himself, played by none other than Sacha Baron Cohen.
I grew up watching all of them, so I have such an affection for them. And it's been almost 6 years since we did the last film, so to be able to kind of reunite with Helena and Johnny and Annie, and it was lovely, and we all get along really well, so it was just really fun.
I was born in '66. This movie came out in '67. I grew up with these characters. And what was nice for me is that Alan, he grew up with the book. So we both had different perspectives on something that we both cared deeply about. And as we all sat and talked about it and developed it, finding the balance between the iconic, mythic power of the Kipling and all of the images that I loved growing up with from the animated feature, it was how do you combine those things? And most importantly, how do you use today's technology to take it to a different place than the film that already exists? How do you build upon that legacy?
May I start by saying that when I was Neil's age, I probably heard for the first time When You Wish Upon a Star, and something inside me popped with a kind of recognition. And it's been a long journey, but thanks, John, and thanks, Disney, for helping a little boy's dream come true. I'm now part of that which moved me as a child so much, and it's great to make a contribution to the wonderful world of Disney that we all love and inhabit.
First of all, I just want to say this is my first time at Disneyland, so it means a lot to me. I grew up, my mom had a dream board of things she wanted to achieve and accomplish for her family, and one of them was to bring us to Disneyland. She didn't necessarily bring me here, so I'm here for her. Thank you.
And here's our first look at the poster.
Beauty and the Beast, you know it. This is a big, magical musical, and yes, it is a musical, that features under the leadership of the very talented director Bill Condon, who did Dreamgirls, one of the very best casts we have ever assembled. Emma Watson is absolutely stunning as Belle. Dan Stevens stars as the Beast. Luke Evans as Gaston. Emma Thompson is Mrs. Potts. Kevin Kline plays Belle's father, Maurice. Ian McKellen, Josh Gad, Stanley Tucci, Ewan McGregor, Audra McDonald, Gugu Mbatha Raw. It is like a fairy tale. Now, Emma really wanted to be here today in person, but as I said, they are hard at work in London, but she did send a message from the set just for all of you at D23.
Hello everyone at D23. We have had an unbelievable time shooting Beauty and the Beast. Bringing Belle to life for me has been a complete dream come true. I cannot wait for everyone to see the movie in 2017.
I never anticipated that this movie I'm about to talk about would be a movie we would be able to make again. And that movie is Pete's Dragon. The original film, which mixed live action and animation, came out in 1977. Some of you may have a vague memory of it. Some of you, I can tell, know every frame. And I think we all probably know the song. Please welcome Bryce Dallas Howard.
I was obsessed with Pete's Dragon as a kid. And so I felt actually I was excited about the notion that there was going to be that I was going to get to re-feel this story again. Because when I watched that movie as a child, it does something to your core. I mean, it makes you feel like you want a best friend.
Arriving in July of 2017, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. It is an incredible return to the world of Captain Jack Sparrow with the one and only Johnny Depp back in one of the most iconic film roles of the 21st century. We've asked him to come back, and for D23, I want to officially announce that Will Turner, played by Orlando Bloom, will return. Johnny Depp, Captain Jack Sparrow. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Sparrow, D23.
We were not only deeply inspired by the beautiful people, the rich music, and engaging stories of the South Pacific, but we were also deeply changed by them.
The myth, the legend, Dwayne Johnson!
I'm so excited to be with you here today to talk a little bit about Maui and our incredible story of Moana. But really quickly, before I do that, I just want to share something quickly with the room. When I first got in this business 15 years ago, I've been a lucky guy. I've had a pretty good career over the years. I had a goal, and the goal was to be in the Disney family. Yes. Samoa is in my blood, and to tell a story inspired by the South Pacific is truly a great honor. Now, for the very first time, a new song written by our awesome music team for our movie, Moana. In Samoan, we have a word, ainga, and ainga is what we all are now in this room, and that's family. Ladies and gentlemen, our ainga tavaka.
At Pixar, the one question that we keep getting asked most often is, will we do a sequel to Finding Nemo?
So our new film centers around Dory, and we couldn't be more excited to have the great Ellen DeGeneres back.
This is so exciting for me. I can't tell. Well, you do know how exciting it is. And I'm so proud of this film. I can't wait for you to see it.
First up is Hank the Octopus. He is voiced by Ed O'Neill.
What are we doing?
I don't know. We're supposed to. That was. You know, we have not worked together, and yet you're hilarious in the film. Very, very funny. And had we worked together, we would have witty banter about stories and stuff. Let's make up stories. Remember that time?
Yes.
When you.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, it was so funny.
So Bailey is voiced by Ty Burrell. And then there is Destiny. She's a very sweet but somewhat confused whale shark who thinks she's a whale even though she's actually a shark. Destiny is voiced by the very funny Caitlin Olsen.
Hi, I'm the director of Toy Story 4. We wanted to add a new perspective and a fresh voice to the story. And we found this incredible screenwriting team, and you might recognize one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, bring out the screenwriters, Will McCormick and Rashida Jones. This year, besides having Inside Out and Good Dinosaur coming out, marks the 20th anniversary of the original Toy Story. The film that started it all. I'm sorry to make a lot of you feel old all of a sudden. You can't talk about Toy Story without talking about the music. And there's no point in talking about Toy Story and the music without mentioning the Oscar-winning singer, songwriter, and composer for all of the Toy Stories film, Randy Newman. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Randy Newman.
Got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old past said. Boy, you've got a
Thank you, D23! We'll see you in 2 years! Have a great, great convention! Thank you!
Thank you, Al. Thank you very much. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. And I'm going to spend just a few minutes talking about the first 2 films we have coming up next year in Phase 3. The first one that I'm going to talk about today is called Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is a project that we've been working on since before the inception of the MCU. The goal of these films is always to continue to expand what a comic book film is, what a Marvel Cinematic Universe film is, and starting a couple years ago with Guardians of the Galaxy, this year with Ant-Man, next year with Doctor Strange, continuing to push the boundaries of that cinematic universe. A fellow named Benedict Cumberbatch is playing Doctor Strange. He sent a little greeting just for you guys.
Hello, D23. Oh no, wrong film. It's Benedict Cumberbatch here. I'm very, very, very lucky and very excited to be taking on Doctor Strange from Marvel. And I know you guys are going to get a little early look at some of the work that's already been done on it today. He's an extraordinary character and brings in a whole other dimension, multiple dimensions, to the Marvel Universe.
This film, the third in the Captain America series, which I believe is going to be one of the most unique trilogies of all time. You met him for the first time in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Sam Wilson, the Falcon himself, Anthony Mackie.
Everybody, thank y'all for being here. Doctor Strange looks crazy, right? I mean, that's amazing. But y'all know I'm not the only person to come and introduce Captain America Civil War, right? I can't come introduce the Civil War without Captain America.
I'm a big Disney fan. You know, my whole family, we grew up loving Disney. That was the place we all wanted to go as kids. And to this day, that's my idea of heaven. And it's an amazing experience to be somehow in any capacity involved with them, to be a part of that family. If I'm having a bad day, I go online and just watch. Like, I watch other people's home movies. Like, I'm on YouTube just watching other people's experience at Disney. It's a really fantastic.
And then we go in our trailer and sing the Frozen theme song together.
Some of our new cast. It's pretty incredible. We've got John Boyega, we've got Oscar Isaac, we have Daisy Ridley, and apparently someone who is legally required to be in every Disney movie, Lupita Nyong'o. You guys want to see him? Our cast, John, Oscar, Daisy, and Lupita, ladies and gentlemen.
I know the fans of Star Wars, you know the name Drew Struzan, and he's an amazing artist, and he designed all the posters for the Star Wars movies. And apparently he's designed an exclusive D23 poster. And yeah. You know what I'm gonna just throw in there? I think you guys can get one each. I think you're all gonna get it. How about that?
And that is great. A free poster is always cool, but the weird thing for me is that there's one person in the poster who's not on stage. You want to see it? Ladies and gentlemen, Harrison Ford!
I am delighted to be here now with JJ and this wonderful cast, and with Disney, who has supported this effort in a really extraordinary way, and will continue to do so, I'm quite sure. So it's a great thrill to be here with you, who made this whole thing happen, and I couldn't be happier. Thank you so much.